Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is my tag topper box tutorial, and I think it's rather lovely. Now this one is made with the Maritime Designer Series paper, which has got these beautiful stars on it, and it's very much a, I suppose, Starry Night idea. But I'm going to do a slightly different version. You can get two of these from a sheet of cardstock, whether it's 8.5 by 11 or whether it's British or standard A4, you can get two, because the piece of cardstock you need is 4 inches by 11 inches, which is 10 centimetres by 27.5. So it's the length of a piece of paper and half the width, basically. So very, very simple to make. Looks lush when it's done. So with your long side at the top, you're going to score it at 4, 5, 9 and 10, which in metric is 10, 12.5, 22.5 and 25. Turn it round and score it at 1 and 3, which is 2.5 and 7.5. And the finished dimensions of the box, 4 by 2 by 1 inch, which is 10 by 5 by 2.5 centimetres. So a good sized box. You could hold a lot. Okay, I have, what colour paper is this? This is Soft Sky. Couldn't think what colour the cardstock was. And I'm folding and burnishing all my score lines because it is a sturdy little box. It's small, but it packs a bit of a punch. And there are some bits to remove. Now, when the box folds up, it's going to fold over like that. So this is going to be the tabbed front. That is the top. So we don't need those two little squares either side. So it's the two squares that are together are the ones to remove. Do that on both sides, and then these ones you just cut and just notch slightly in with them. There we go. Okay, right, I need to put the DSP on first before we start closing this box up, just because it makes life easier. And we also need to cut the little tag top here. So this is the angled tag topper, which is the sharp edges, and it's this part here. So if you just fold those two over and slide it in, that's basically the top tabbed, the tab top cut. And when we close it, fold those sides in, and that's going to come round. So these three here next to each other are going to be the front and the sides. And the pieces of Designer Series paper that you need are 2 3/4 by 1 3/4, which is my front panel. You need one of those. You need one for the top, which is, can't remember, 1 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. You need one for the back, 3/4 of an inch, 3 3/4 by, I'll write it all down, 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then you need two for the sides, which are 3 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And in metric, that's lots. I'll make sure it's all written down. Now, the way to cut your paper, so that you're not going to cut into chunks of paper, whichever pattern you are going, the one that you need to cut is the whichever width is going to be on this part here, which in my case is 1 3/4 of an inch. So you cut a long strip of DSP at 1 3/4 of an inch, and it will look kind of a bit sort of like that before you cut it. And then you start cutting off the sections. So I've cut a long one, then a short one, I've split one in half, and I've got a little tab. And that is how you get all of your patterns to go in the same direction, because the last thing you want is one bit to be going in the wrong way. You have to trust me on that one. Okay, so these three, I need them on here. And this one, I need it close to the bottom. So this is the shorter one that is going to sit near to the bottom. And this is the Lullaby Designer Series paper. Is it the lullaby? I think it's the lullaby. I'm sure it is. And then the longer one, I might have to get my catalogue out to double check, because when I was prepping all of these, I was going backwards and forwards with the baby papers. Couldn't decide which one I wanted. Long thin strips, they're going to go there and there. I'm definitely going to have to get my catalogues out, because that's going to hurt my head until I know which one it is. I can't reach them either. And this final little one is going to come up here. That's where that is going to sit. And there you have it. When it's all closed up, all my patterns are going to be going in the same direction. Okay, so where do you put your adhesive? Well, onto these two little tabs, because they're going to stick onto that part there. And these ones are going to wrap around. So grab your fuse or your sticky strip or your Tombow. Oh, tangle yourself in your fuse apparently. Missed a bit there. There we go. So fold in these side panels that are going to stick to the back of the box. And then these ones will fold round. And the same over on this side, they will fold around there as well. And then that is going to flap over. So that's why you have a shorter one on the front and a longer one at the back. Now I've got a tie fashion thingy going on over here, so where my existing hole is, I'm just going to mark it lightly. I probably could have marked that with a pencil or something, and then come in with my handheld punch, 1/8 of an inch, perfect size for ribbons, and I have got some white cotton trim. Oh, I've just moved my buttons. You wait till you see what I've got. That I'm going to put on the front of here. It's so cute. I think it's really cute anyway. So I'm going to push these through. It's probably easier to push that one through first. And just tie a little knot at the end, and that'll stop it pulling through. And then these ones, you just feed those through the top part, because the angled tag topper punch handily comes with a hole ready punched. Love it. Love it when a product, supplies come and they do half the job for you. Okay. Tie off a bow. Yeah, I think the boxes are very sweet. I think they're great that you can, you know, I have, my little boys are, well, the older ones are not into having the party at home stage, but the two little ones are. Nice little goodie box to give to their friends when they've been to their party. But it was kind of with thinking of my children in mind and sort of remembering when they were little and, you know, babies, and getting the little presents, that I thought that's why I'm going to do the baby theme. So I have the stamping I have got, because I used the ticket builder punch there. I thought, why not just use it and use this lovely Precious Baby one. So maybe you could, I'm absolutely certain you could fit booties in there without an issue. You could definitely fit a bib in the box without any trouble whatsoever. So I've got Lost Lagoon this time round. You know what, I forgot to get the ticket builder out. It's Lost Lagoon because that's the darker colour in the background there. And it just punches out. How fabulous is that? I love it. I'm so easily pleased. And then some glimmer paper, just to offset it slightly. Oh, I can't wait to show you what I'm going to put on it next. I'm such a kiddie. So I'm going to put 2 on here, just offset to the right because I want the glimmer paper to sort of pop out to the bottom left. So down there, and then look at these Sweet Dreams buttons. The little Lost Lagoon ones have got stitching on the edges. Can you see that? Let me focus. How cute! They're gorgeous. Love them. And then I've got little hearts. Oh, love them. I'm going to put hearts on. Do you know what? I might put both. Oh, they're just so lovely. And then these are sort of, they've got a kind of a sheen to them. Oh yes, that is showing up. At least it is on the monitor that I'm looking at. How lovely. And then these ones which go with the Sweet Dreams paper. This is definitely Lullaby, I think. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. How gorgeous are they? Oh my goodness. They just take a project to the next level, don't they? Where's my paper piercer? I've lost it. Let's grab the other one. Okay. I just think those are, oh, they're so sweet. Love them, love them, love them, love them. Oh, do I want 1 or 2? Do you know what? I think 2 is enough, actually. We'll not have the 3rd. Oh, I could save them for another project, or just for me. And they're buttons that I'm not afraid of because I can see them. They're not see-through, they're not ninja buttons waiting to get me. What do you think? I hope you like it. I had fun coming up with the project, and I just think it's really sweet. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon.